What's going on, people of the internet? I hope you're having an absolutely awesome day. If you don't know who I am already, I'm Chris from Bricknit, and this is a kind of an Asking It, which is a weekly Q&A where I kind of take a few of your questions from last week's comment section and try and answer them. So if you have a comment for me for next week, then pop it in the comments of this chat, or just let me know how your day's going or your favourite animal, anything like that. Comments really do help push out the channel. Anyway, let's get into this. So this question's from Mr. Marat24, and he said, Asking It, will you be picking up the Lego Botanical Collection Birds of Paradise? Now, if you don't know what this is, it's one of the new kind of like plant sets, and it looks really, really cool. I hadn't really heard of the plant. Maybe I'm not really into plants, maybe that's me. But what I really like about it compared to the last ones that we had is the fact that it actually comes with a little vase at the bottom. That's really cool because I know Mrs. Bricknit has been struggling to find vases that really do look nice. She's managed to find like a thin stem one for ours, and she really likes it now. But I think having that little built vase at the bottom is really, really cool. I definitely think it looks like a little bit of a bathroom one, or maybe like a hipster vibe. I'm kind of intrigued by it. Mrs. Brickin is not too bothered about it, so it might be a set that we leave out for a little bit, maybe see if it goes in the sale, but those sets seem to go out straight away, so if you guys do want it, I would probably suggest picking it up, because the other two botanical sets, like with the bonsai tree and the flower bouquet, they've been out of stock for ages, so yeah, a little bit annoying. But yeah, it's awesome that we're getting more botanical sets. Definitely excited to see what they show in the future. I'd love a little cactus. Maybe again, that's the hipster in me, but I think a cactus plant would be really, really cool. So this question's from Tommy Dempsey, and he said, Asking It, what are your thoughts on the Tumbler re-release and will you pick it up? So if you guys don't know, I have a little bit of a soft spot for Batman. I love Batman, it's awesome. In fact, let me just go and show you my actual shelving that I've been putting up this week whilst I've been off, and it's got all my Batman stuff on there. So I put up these shelves whilst I was off this week, and as you can see, I have quite a bit of Batman stuff going on with the Ecto 1 and stuff above at the top. But what's going to happen is I'm probably going to find a new area for this guy here, because this can actually be mounted to the wall, so I might actually even mount it right here, which could be pretty awesome. But yeah, for now it's just staying there as it is because I just didn't want to drill anything, but this could be awesome place for the Tumbler, and there's also a mini Tumbler coming as well, which I'll get onto in a second. So yeah, I think I have the space for the Tumbler. I think it would look absolutely awesome now. And what's really cool about these shelving as well, is why I got these ones, is you can actually move them. So if I get sets that are bigger and smaller, I can actually move it around. But I think I might actually put the Jurassic Park set a bit higher up so that I can see these sets a little bit easier when walking around the bottom of this bit. So as you can see, I'm kind of a big fan of Batman. In fact, I brought up the helmet the other day to show people off because I actually think this is a pretty cool set. But yeah, I'm definitely only picking up that big Tumbler set because it's one I never picked up, and I'll have to kind of move stuff around to find an area for that. There's also been rumours of there being a smaller Tumbler to go next to it as well, kind of like that new 1966 Batmobile. So I'm going to be getting that one as well because that'd be awesome. But other than that, I kind of just getting like the UCS displayable Batman sets and not like the other ones because there's just so much Batman, and yeah, too much Batman. Okay, so Lego Bricks BE said, question, what is your most expensive minifigure and how much did it cost? Well, obviously it's going to be Star Wars because I got a lot of Star Wars. The most expensive one that I've ever bought is actually over here, which is this guy, which is, if you guys don't know, this is the Chrome Darth Vader. I picked him up quite recently from eBay, and I think he was like 165, 170 pounds, something like that. Kind of a lot of money, but I'm gonna open him on a special occasion. But other than that, I actually have one that I didn't spend too much on, and then it kind of went up in price, and that was because of a set I bought. So I'll go and show you that set. So I had to just go get the set from the top of the wardrobe because it is actually a Christmas set, and you guys are probably gonna know what this is now, but one of the figures that is from this set is this guy. He is now insanely expensive, this Yuletide pilot, because this set here was actually a gifted purchase for people that work at Lego. Now, I got this from Bricklink the first year it came out. I knew I wanted it and just grabbed it straight away. But this guy is actually now worth more than what I paid for the entire set. So I'm really glad I managed to get this set. So Magical Barry said, will you ever finish R2-D2, or will he remain forever headless, trapped under a porg hat for the pain he caused you? So if you guys don't know, R2 is sitting right here right now, and that's because last live stream I had quite a few issues with getting his legs working. In fact, his third leg just like fell off half the time, so I had to get the pliers out. But he's fixed now, he's back to normal, but a lot of people are asking if I would do a part 2 of it and not build it off screen, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. It's going to be our live stream. We will finish him, and then he will probably go at the back with my I don't know if you guys can see down here, but I actually have the one from Galaxy's Edge, which is the one that you get to build when you go there. And what's really, really cool that I've discovered is these guys are pretty much the same size. You can see that I need to build this little bit of the leg, so it's going to be pretty much the same. They're like almost in dimension with each other, which is really, really cool, except for this guy's robotic and this guy's Lego. But that's really, really awesome anyway. Okay, so next question is from Landon Falcon, and he said, which sets coming up will you find their way into your Lego city? And will Steph be insisting on day one for Hogsmeade? So to answer the first one, probably Daily Bugle. That sounds amazing. I love Marvel. That'd be a really cool one. And like I said, I don't buy much Marvel, so D2C sets like that is kind of acceptable, and obviously with it going in the city as well. Other than that, I haven't really seen any like buildings and stuff that I feel like can go into the city at the moment. Obviously got a load of retired ones that I still need to kind of build to put in the modulars and stuff, but other than that, I don't really know. So if you guys have any ideas of sets that you think would be really cool to go in the city, let me know. I'm thinking of that Avengers Tower because I've still not picked that one up, and I think that would look really, really cool. Now, as for Steph picking up Hogsmeade on day one, let's go ask her. Hot off the press, will you be getting Hogsmeade day one?
Probably not.
Why not?
Because I think you'll want to buy enough sets to get any promo that there is, and I'll try and get the set that I want on a deal.
So Patrick X has asking it, what do you think of the Bad Batch series and the Bad Batch shuttle? Now, obviously I did a quick video showing the Bad Batch shuttle when it came out. Now, Bad Batch series as a whole, I think is really, really cool. I just watched the second episode, spoiler free. I'm really enjoying it at the moment. I have heard it is slightly different to the comic version of it, but I've never really read that. In fact, I didn't even watch Clone Wars up until recently, and I actually haven't finished that off yet. But I'm finding the Bad Batch really, really fun to watch. And for the set itself, I'm actually one of those people that really, really likes the set, and I think it's LEGO going back to their 2013, 2014 phase with the likes of stuff like Jabba's Palace, where you get some incredible minifigures for the value of the set. Now, if you look at other sets like Poe Dameron's X-Wing that came out that was 90 quid, or even the Mandalorian Razor Crest that was not too long ago, where I was kind of iffing and awry whether to buy that because it was a 120 quid set. The set looked amazing, but the minifigures didn't represent that set in my opinion. You really just got Grogu and, you know, Grief Karga as like exclusive minifigures for that set. So I think with the Bad Batch one, the fact that they put all the main characters in it is absolutely awesome. Obviously we didn't get Amiga, but I'm sure we'll get her in another set at some point. So yeah, I'm really excited. My only worry with the Bad Batch sets now is the fact that we've got all the minifigures in one set. So if they do other sets, are we just going to get repeats of the same minifigures, which will kind of put me off buying the sets, because obviously, like you guys know, I am a minifig guy and I buy a lot of Lego, so I can't display everything. So usually the minifigure choice is what determines to me whether I buy and display those sets. Question here from Mrs. T. Gladman saying, will you do another LEGO City update? I'm missing the city, smiley face. Now this one got quite a few likes for these questions. Now yeah, I know the channel kind of was founded on LEGO City updates. It's kind of what a lot of people came to the channel for, and I haven't been doing them for a little while. To be honest, it's been a little bit of a mixture of everything. You can tell if you've been watching the channel for a while, this is a completely new style of where the table is. I've actually pushed everything back, tried to get a few more things in for all the Lego sets that I've been building at the moment, and you can probably see a little bit in the dark kind of area that the city looks a little bit different. That's actually because I had to move some of the tables to get stuff up and down here, so I kind of broke the city a little bit, and I just haven't had the heart to put it back together. Saying that, I've actually been looking at redoing stuff for the channel, and one of them was actually maybe considering doing the Lego City updates as a series, where I would like pre-record maybe 8 episodes, and that would be series 1, where I tackle like a particular section of each of the city areas, because I did have quite a few comments of people saying, oh, you've gone off and done this one bit, then you've not finished that off, and then you've gone off and done this other bit and not finished that off. And that's kind of how my brain works. So I've actually downloaded an app called Things, and I've tried to try and put it into order of what I would do. So what I think I'm going to do for the city in future is potentially do 8 episodes pre-recorded, so I know that I have finished certain bits, and then kind of package that into a playlist where you can watch it, and I'll release one a week. That could take a little bit of time coming up, but you know, it's something that I am planning to do at some point on the channel. I also want to do a series of actually making a modular mock at some point as well. Not even started it, it's just a thought in my head, but I think it'd be really cool to maybe do season 1 is like the city bit at the top, and then the finale to that would be then an 8 episode series of me building a little modular mock where you can see each of the little rooms I designed for it and stuff. So yeah, it's just a thought on that. So hopefully if you want to see that, then if you haven't already, subscribe. Could be pretty cool. So that's it for this week's Asking It. If you liked the video, then please smash that like button. And if you want to just comment on anything, you don't even have to ask me a question, then please do that, because like I said, it definitely helps push out the channel. But anyways, I'm off to drink this to get my caffeine boost up and then have another go on Returnal, and I can't even get past the first boss. Anyways, ciao!